Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here. We're just gonna get a quick intro out of the way and get right into the subject matter at hand. Activision is continuing their business malpractice by shitting all over the Call of Duty community. Today, it was announced by Maurice, or Momo, the guy in charge of the BOIII client for Black Ops 3, that BOIII will be shutting down due to a cease and desist letter from Activision. In addition, XLABS on Twitter also announced that they will also be shutting down because of a cease and desist from Activision. And I'm gonna be straight up with you guys in this video. This is absolutely despicable. Activision, this is how you repay the community that supported you for years and years, buying game after game trying to support this franchise? From the casual to the diehard Call of Duty fan, this is how you repay them, by doing this? The people who still like to play the older games, because quite frankly, your newer products are not very good. Games like Black Ops 3 and the original Modern Warfare 2 are games that people love to go back to because they have nostalgia for the game, or they're just genuinely better products. And before I go any further, just a quick recap as to why clients like BOIII are so important. Essentially, on all of these older Call of Duty games on PC, there are a ton of hackers that would love nothing more than to grab your IP address, boot you off the game, and completely fuck with you. A few months ago, these hackers actually were able to gain access to your computer and steal your personal information. Well, as it turns out, Activision did end up fixing this problem for Black Ops 3, but that's all they fixed. They only fixed that problem so that they wouldn't get sued. And Activision didn't bother fixing anything else, like the hackers grabbing your IP address or booting you off the game. Activision once again doing the bare minimum, this time so they don't get into legal trouble. And so, clients like BOIII and Plutonium provide a safer experience when playing these older games on PC. In addition, on these clients, there are a slew of mods that people like to create and to have a different experience with Call of Duty. These clients provide a rich environment for these game developers that are just starting out on their journey to showcase their skills. Especially through Black Ops 3 and Zombies, people were looking forward to playing some custom Zombies map on the BOIII client. That way people could appreciate custom Zombies map creators and what they bring to the table, and they can play the game safely. Well now, thanks to Activision, people won't be able to play Black Ops 3 safely. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, can't you just download a patch and it'll fix everything? Well, really, that's not the point. The fact that the community had to even create a separate client or create a patch to begin with is ridiculous. It just shows that Activision doesn't really care about the games that they've produced if it's not the current Call of Duty and the current DLC cycle. Instead, they'll just send cease and desist letters to BOIII, XLABS, and SM2, which that was sent a cease and desist letter last week. They don't give a shit. They want you to play the newer Call of Duty games so you can spend more money on their shitty microtransactions and spend hours on end playing DMZ grinding for fucking nothing. Modern Call of Duty games have become soulless grind fest that really don't have any character. They want to convince you that spending hours on end in Call of Duty 2.0 is the cool thing to do. Because look at all this stuff that you can do in DMZ and Warzone and multiplayer, but really at the end of the day, quality over quantity, Activision. It doesn't matter how much shit you have in the game, it has to be good. When it comes to DMZ, the faction missions are grindy as hell, everything in the game feels like a chore. Building 21 is only available on the weekend so that they can inflate the player numbers artificially to show their shareholders that people are actually playing the fucking game, when in reality, people are just playing it in short, concentrated bursts because they can't stand playing the game for multiple hours. Activision knows that the player numbers are going down for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0, and they're doing anything that they can to get people back on, including nostalgia bait. I find it very ironic and really scummy that Activision adds a throwback audio pack to Modern Warfare 2. And the throwback audio pack is supposed to make certain guns in Modern Warfare 2 sound like they did back in 2009. And then you hop into the game and the sounds sound nothing like they did back in 2009. They're just hoping to get some people on nostalgia bait to make a quick buck. And then you have projects like SM2 and BOIII that get shut down because God forbid the community does your job for you, Activision. You know, it's really funny when the community actually does your job for you, making a better product, and you throw a little hissy fit like this. It's pretty damn pathetic because this community is saving your franchise. The people who understand that Call of Duty is no longer in its golden age and it's becoming a shell of its former self, people want to go back and play the older games like they were in the glory days. More and more people are getting sick and tired of this nonsense you're pushing with Call of Duty 2.0, and it really isn't a 2.0 experience. Al-Mazrah and everything else in Warzone 2.0 is a significant downgrade from Warzone 1. Modern Warfare 2 feels very clunky, and it feels like it's lacking some sort of identity, as if it's going through some sort of identity crisis. The game doesn't know what it wants to be, and Activision, quite frankly, doesn't give a shit. As long as they push out the marketing for their bundles, and they push out the marketing for the battle passes, and you buy them all, then you are a true Call of Duty fan in Call of Duty 2.0. Perhaps Activision sent out these cease and desists because their pride was hurt. Maybe they can't handle the fact that the community is doing a much better job than they are. Maybe they're throwing a little fit because they can't actually fix the problems themselves and they're upset that other people can. They want to be the top dog so bad that they forgot who launched them into their popularity. That's right, you guys, the people who play Call of Duty. People like me who have stuck with this franchise for over a decade. People who are passionate about video games and they like to play Call of Duty. People who are passionate about gaming projects creating their own custom zombies maps for Black Ops 3. People who, year after year, spend $60 to $70 every year to play the game that they love. People who love building communities and have built communities based off of Call of Duty. People who like to make new friends through those communities through the common interest of Call of Duty. Activision, these are the people that you continue to stab in the back every time you do something like this. You set this precedent that you care more about your corporatism than you do about your consumers. I also have to wonder if Activision is doing this to boost their ESG score. That way they can continue to have some sort of power and influence over a sector of entertainment they know millions of people are going to tune into and continue to get funding from, well, maybe we won't go there today. Maybe a different day, but I'm sure some of you out there can fill in the picture. And you know what the unfortunate thing about this is? People every year are going to keep buying Call of Duty. There are going to be millions of other people that don't see this video, millions of other people that don't know about BOIII, XLABS, or SM2, and they're going to be completely detached from what Activision is actually all about. These are the people that consume every single bit of media that gets thrown their way because that's what you do nowadays. You consume entertainment and media like it's candy. This is the modern entertainment consumer, and this is the modern Call of Duty fan in the eyes of Activision. For everybody out there listening to this video, break the cycle. Do not let Activision dictate your wallet. Rather, let your wallet dictate Activision. Because without you, they can't make millions of dollars, and their player numbers will continue to go down. Maybe that'll wake them up to the fact that there are people who are still passionate about video games and Call of Duty instead of just mindless drones buying bundles. Is it wishful thinking? I don't know. You guys decide. So, overall, I'm sick of this bullshit. Activision does not treat you right as a Call of Duty fan. Why give them the benefit of the doubt? Why should you continue to support the modern games when they just see you as another analytic? Why should you continue to support the newer games when they don't even support the older games that they've made? And they don't support the community's efforts to save those games. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all coming from somebody who has loved this franchise for a long time. I love Call of Duty Zombies and I love video games. And because I care about this franchise, I don't care about Activision, I care about this franchise. I'm willing to be as honest and blunt as possible. And if there are people out there who can't take the criticism from these companies, that's on you. Well, there you have it, guys. I wanted to make this video for you just to let you know that Black Ops 3 is going to continue to be an unsafe game on PC. In addition, XLabs is also being shut down, and I know a lot of people really liked XLabs, so another stupid decision and another pathetic thing from Activision. And to be honest with you guys, because BOIII and XLabs have been shut down, I worry about the future of plutonium. As far as I'm concerned, I think that plutonium is in the crosshairs of Activision right now. But what do you guys think about this situation? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.